Welcome to the Bob and Tam Show today. We got something special for you today. What we got going on today is Bikes, Blues and BBQ is changing their dates.
Wait to find out what they changed it to.
We're going to start off today and just tell you a little bit about what's going on with Bikes, Blues, and BBQ. You know, they're over there in Rogers, and they're also in Eureka Springs. And what's happening with this is, typically it's the third weekend of September. We go there right after we do Ocean City.
That's right.
But what has came into a problem this year is the LPGA. You know what the LPGA stands for?
Ladies golf.
Ladies Professional Golf Association.
There you go.
There
I
you
was
go.
right.
Yep. So Walmart is a very big sponsor of them. So they have decided they want the third weekend. So to stop from having all the issues going on, Bikes, Blues, and BBQ decided, let's move away from that weekend. Maybe it's only going to be this 1 year. Maybe it's going to be more. I don't know. But typically the LPGA probably won't come back for a few more years after that. So I don't know why they picked that time. We don't know what's really going on. But what they're looking at here is it's going to run in some interference with a couple of other rallies that are going on that same weekend. So we'll tell you the dates right now. Bikes, Blues, and BBQ is going to be October 1st through the 4th.
That's right.
So just to kind of let you know about that. What else is going on that time is Myrtle Beach. That's one of their weekends that they've got going on. And also the Smoky Mountain Rally that just started up 2 years ago. It is that same weekend.
And this will be their third year.
So what else was going on that weekend is typically on the first is actually the Corvette show comes to Rogers in Eureka Springs. So that was going to be a real issue going on because actually over at Pig Trail Harley Davidson, that is where they set up for the Corvette show and all that kind of stuff. They have all that going on to where, if we're going to have vendors there, that's going to be a problem. So we got a hold of Kyle that's running the dealership over there. And what we found out now as of yesterday, which actually we're filming this on Friday, so this is Saturday you're watching this. So Thursday we got this information that the Corvette show has decided, not very pleasantly, but they're going to take that third weekend that would have been Bikes, Blues, and BBQ normally. So what's going to happen here? We don't know what's going to happen when it comes to the vendors and stuff. We haven't reached out to all of them because they're all in Galveston still. So there's a lot of stuff going on. There's some of them I think will kind of look back because some of them have already kind of blown, Myrtle Beach off for the winter.
A few. And they've gone to the Smoky Mountain Rally.
And that's only started up. So, this last year, they had a lot of issues because of the hurricanes and the tropical storm that went through there. They had very low attendance in both of those two rallies. So it might be something that they're going to look at and see. That some of the ones that what I think about is that we see that would normally are going to cover both of those rallies is one is Rick Rack, but now they do have two trucks now that they have going on.
They do.
Because they typically would do Myrtle Beach. They're over there at the dealership. So they could send another truck out to Pig Trail Harley. The other one that we look at is the Fairing Exchange. So I don't know. The Fairing Exchange have gone to the Smoky Mountain Rally, so we're not sure what they're going to do.
Which one they'll pick.
Yeah. I would say probably in the long run, probably most of them for the fall rally, I'm probably going to say Bikes, Blues, and BBQ is a better avenue to go.
It's been around more. It's been more established, and I think they'll get a better outcome.
Which is very, very possible. So that's kind of what we're thinking because Myrtle Beach is, this year we did have some vendors over there at House of Blues, which is over there at Barefoot Landing. So there's been a lot of issues with that. Dealers, some dealers, no dealers, some dealers. We'll have to see how the spring turns out here, if they're going to end up letting more of them come over there. JP Cycles, they don't go to Eureka Springs or go to Rogers, so they're not going to be one. They're typically at Myrtle Beach. So we don't see a real issue with them. But some of the other smaller ones, Dan Kite, he normally is at
Myrtle Beach.
Dan Kite is usually down there at Myrtle Beach, down at Myrtle's Inlet. So he's kind of already down there already. And so, but he also, his son actually does Pig Trail Harley.
Bikes, Blues, and BBQ.
Yeah,
yes.
so that kind of covers him.
Brian will be there.
Amsoil Adam doesn't go to Bikes, Blues, and BBQ. He used to do Fayetteville, and he's never found a good spot, so he just says the heck with it. So he's not a real issue that's going on. So other than that, Sinister Sounds, another one that we're not quite sure where they're going to pick where they want to go. Last year, they went out to the Smoky Mountain Rally. So you can kind of look over there and see who's at the Smoky Mountain Rally, and that'll kind of let you know maybe those people might come and go. Ciro, I think, was out there this year. They pretty much will probably stay there. They don't come to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue either. So just to kind of give you an idea is, will you show up to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue if it's going to be that first weekend in October? One of the things that Tam said that she thought by getting later in the fall, we might see more. What would you think you'd see in the fall?
Leaves, the changing of the leaves. That would be nice.
So that would be really cool, but it could get cooler then. We could be more out. We'll have our leathers and our chaps and all that kind of stuff on. So that could really affect what's going on with the rally and things like this. Will it stay like that? We don't know. We're trying to reach out to Eureka Springs. We've kind of contacted Jeff. He's supposed to be he just found out too on Thursday when we found out that this was all happening, that this change was done. Because the issue that we have here with Eureka Springs and Rogers is right now they don't really work together. And they've reached out to us, but they haven't contacted us to see when they'd like us to come down and talk to them. We would like to help them both get together and make this a great adventure, because what makes Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, which a lot of you may have heard, I always say this is my second best rally, because the things that we always look at is, one is great riding. And they probably have par next to Sturgis, and they may even have better than Sturgis. We haven't spent enough time down there, which this would be nice, because we might even be able to get down there now a few days earlier.
Maybe even a week earlier, and just spend all that time riding.
Yeah, that would be really great for us to be able to give you guys more of an opportunity to figure out, hey, what kind of rides we want to go on. They've got the Arkansas Grand Canyon down there. We missed out on that. There's so many great roads down there that we want to go on and do some riding on. So that might work out better for us this year to help you for 2025 going to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. So that's number one. Number two is the people that come down there. This is a lot like the people that you would find in Sturgis. And it doesn't matter what kind of motorcycle you ride. There's sport bikes down there. There's adventure bikes down there. There's foreign bikes down there. There's Harleys, of course. So don't be afraid of bringing whatever bike you have and whatever nationality you is. Somebody asked that the other day on our video, and they said, you don't show very many black people in Sturgis. There's not a lot, but there is some. Probably 100 or more. We don't go around and count what nationality people are, but everybody treats everybody the same.
Everybody's welcomed.
And nobody gives people a hassle. You don't really see that too much at most of the rallies anyway. But here at Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, it's very, very same clientele that you see coming to Sturgis. So it's just a really great time. So that's the other thing. Another thing is you get some really good vendors there. Over there at Pig Trail Harley, they have a bunch of great vendors that are over there. They have a few more up there in Eureka Springs. Also scattered about, there's other venues. The Indian dealer has it. We've seen this year, we didn't get a lot of time to talk to them. But the Honda dealer and the Kawasaki dealer there in Rogers, they had vendor trucks on their lot. So, there is quite a few vendors there. One of the things that we're working on right now with Walmart is to see if we can get us a good size concert on that Friday or Saturday night.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So we're talking to Live Nation and we're talking to Walmart, and we're going to see if we can get something. It's just not going to be for the motorcycle community. It's going to be for everybody that's going to be there. But it'd be great to have, a better name, big name band, maybe playing Friday or Saturday of the event. That would be, because a lot of people say, Fayetteville had the Kid Rock, they had all that. No, they didn't. It was the same thing. Fayetteville had bands that were coming out there and playing at the venue that had nothing to do with Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. Right. It's just that they scheduled them during that time. So, of course, everybody's going to feed off of each one, and they're both going to advertise because they want to get, bring in that extra crowd that's just showing up for that weekend. So, that's just a couple of the great things of what makes Bike, Blues, and Barbecue such a great rally. I would love to see it go to a week-long rally. But this year with it being all confused and everything, it probably won't happen this year. But maybe next year when things can get back to the normal. But it could run into problems with us because we're doing Ocean City the weekend before, and so does a lot of the vendors. Ocean City's a big vendor. Probably it's right up there with Daytona, and not as many as Sturgis, but they've got a lot of vendors at Ocean City. compared
convention
to
center.
a lot of other rallies that we go to and have covered and stuff. So we just want to give you this great update on this. Maybe you like it, maybe you won't. So put down here in the comments what you think about them changing this date. This was not something they decided lightly. This wasn't something they planned on doing. We're probably going to see what the attendance is for 2025 to determine if they're going to keep it on this weekend. And a lot of other vendors have already made comments on social media saying that, you're overriding some of the rallies. Sometimes this does happen, just like the Smoky Mountain Rally. Myrtle Beach already had their fall rally already set up. And Smoky Mountain turned around and put theirs right on top of theirs. So it does happen. And just like Smoky Mountain, they could have picked another weekend too. They could have picked the weekend before Myrtle Beach and had something going on.
Or the weekend after.
Yeah.
I think Myrtle Beach is right after Ocean City, isn't it? Pretty close.
Yeah.
And then same thing with Myrtle Beach and TMMR, Tennessee Motorcycle and Music Revival. When we went the first year, it was the week after the spring rally at Myrtle Beach, and then they moved it up a week for, I'm assuming because of Memorial Day weekend. So now it ends up being that last weekend of Myrtle Beach Spring Rally. So then they get some conflict there. They don't get as many of the vendors to come out. They don't get as many of the people to come out because everybody always used to go to Myrtle Beach, even though they don't want us there.
So we'll just have to see how this all turns out. But we just wanted to give you this and plenty of time to where you guys can reschedule, decide what you want to do. It kind of gives a little bit more break there for Lake of the Ozarks, because Lake of the Ozarks is actually going on the same time that Ocean City is going on. So it's not uncommon for rallies to run over each other. I don't know who's been doing the rally longer, Ocean City, or if it was, Lake of the Ozarks. I would probably think Ocean City probably has had the rally there longer than them. But I mean, nobody sits back and they look at it, because a lot of these rallies, when they start planning dates and things like this, they're not really that concerned about what else is going on. They don't want to interfere with Daytona, and they're not going to interfere with Sturgis, of course. But I mean, Little Sturgis, I think they have theirs on the same weekend that Sturgis is, and Milwaukee's now getting closer and closer to Sturgis time. So it's, just a lot of that stuff's going on. Is it competition? Is it what? I don't know.
Well, like you say, a lot of the smaller rallies that are only the weekend rallies are just a local people go. So having it the same time as Ocean City or a bigger rally may not make a hill of beans of difference to anybody else if you're going to go just because you're closer to that area. And maybe changing the date. There was people couldn't come on the last weekend in September, so maybe the state will be better for other people. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
And it all depends. And, maybe it's better, maybe it's not. But I mean, what I look at is when they change dates like this, or dates overlap each other, is there's only so many vendor trucks out there. And you may not be one that's interested in the vendors. But I look at that because if there is no vendors at a rally, there ain't nobody going to come to it. It's kind of like what we have right out here at the Laughlin River Run, which is now the Bullhead City River Run. He doesn't get any of the big vendors. It's more local people showing up, leathers and stuff like that. There are not really any big trucks coming out because they're interfering with Panama City. And Panama City is not going to give up. They make so much. Panama City's another rally that they do really, really well at. Yeah. And so you can't always tell about these rallies. We're just wrapping up Galveston. Galveston will be kind of ending up when you watch this video. Actually, this will come out Saturday morning, so it's still got another day here to finish up on that. But I mean, Galveston looks like they're having a pretty good crowd. Panama City wasn't too bad. Adam Amsoil said he had a really good time. He actually beat the goal from last year. So that's kind of good. So, maybe things will start picking up a little bit better, get a little bit away from that hurricane area, the storm area, and we're still waiting on that. And a lot of people say it's got to do with the election. Hopefully in just a couple more days on Tuesday, that'll be all over. Who knows how long they're going to drag out the voting and counting ballots. They're already saying here in Arizona, because it's 2 pages long, it's going to take us weeks. Why? If you got to run 2 papers through the machine, I don't know why that would take an extra week where you could do it all in one day anyway. It should be 1 or 2 days later, and that'd be it. But I mean, who knows what's going on? We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully by Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll hopefully know who our next president's going to be, to where everybody can kind of figure out, okay, that's behind us now. Let's get going.
Let's move forward.
Yeah. Got 4 years of trying to, hopefully things will get better, and that. So with that, we're going to leave you right here. See you a little bit.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tell us what your comments and thoughts are about Blues and BBQ moving their dates. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notification, and we'll see you on the next video.
just a little loud. Trying that out. We've got a new mixer board. If you watched the live from last weekend, we had that. And changing the studio around. We're actually over in my bar now at the house. So we got the other studio over there. We haven't done anything with that yet because I'm going to get, I got some microphone stands coming because I think I'm going to leave. Right now it's going to be cooler. So we're going to probably spend more time at home, especially on Sundays, versus going out on, going over to the shop just on Sunday night. So that way we have two options to be able to do this. We've been able to set up now with the camcorder. I got to get that, see if I can work that with the
Live.
Yeah, with the live, it'll be able to hook up to the camera. I got another cord for that today, so that'll hopefully we'll get that going. So the whole idea about this is, which I actually looked at live this weekend, we actually did a little better. We almost had 1,000 views from Sunday, which is twice what we had from last weekend. So hopefully with the better sound, people are more enjoying it. It's not so high-pitched or squeaky or whatever my voice might sound like. And that way she's a little louder too now. Got a little better microphones. We got the Shure 58s. I had these from DJing. So this is just some equipment that we ended up deciding to buy based on we did so well in Sturgis this year that really gave us that little extra boost. We're actually going to be taking this out on the road with us to where we can do some lives and stuff. We're going to take the soundboard and stuff with us. So when we're at the SEMA auction, which is going, SEMA, actually it's an auction, it's a show. SEMA show is actually going to be starting next week. So on the 4th, we're already going to be in Las Vegas. If you're anywhere near Las Vegas, contact us through either email, bobandtams.com. I'll put that down here. We'll exchange phone numbers, and you can text us and say, hey, I'm over here. It's pretty much in the evening. There's nothing going on. So a couple nights
we can hang out with you.
So I'm hoping to maybe take the computer with me to the seminars to where I can maybe spend a couple hours there editing and get it uploaded and everything and be ready to go to where at night, if anybody wants to go out and have dinner with us or anything, if you're in the Las Vegas area, we could do that. We're actually going to be there for a full week. We were there for Monday, and we'll be there till the following Monday. So we'll be there that whole time to kind of check out what's going on. During the day, during the show, we're pretty busy. But if you're coming to the SEMA show, probably eat lunch there, or just depending on what's going on, we're going to try to get a lot of interviews here. We're not going to give out our trade secrets. SEMA is going to do a live from there. They're going to do lives off and on all day. From some of their seminars and some of the other events and show you stuff going on. We're going to be more involved with giving you interviews from some of the great people that we know that are going to be there. Also, we've got the Gas Monkey. Richard's going to be there, so we're setting up an interview with him. Hopefully we can get him the first day or so, get him out. But I mean, there's all kinds of, I got a big old list of all these great people that are going to be
Different
there.
Celebrities and all kinds of people that are going to be there. It's
Richard
going to be
Petty's
fun.
going to be there a couple of days, so hopefully we can get him on our channel. Maybe not so much to you, but I mean, those kind of people's things I used to watch when I was a kid, watching the racing and stuff. Just kind of cool. And so hopefully we'll have some of those, and you guys will enjoy some of that. So we'll be putting out some videos every day, and we'll probably do a live from there. Either 1 or 2 days, we'll probably do a live from there. So we're there from, I think the show starts on Wednesday, and I think it goes till Saturday or Wednesday. Maybe it's Tuesday to Friday. I don't know. Whatever the days are. Don't have it in front of us right now.
No.
So we'll be in there, but like I say, we'll be there from Monday to Monday. So on the 4th, we arrive. We've got a bunch of stuff to do on the 4th in the afternoon, but in the evening, if anybody's down there in Vegas, we're more than happy to have dinner, or lunch, or dinner, or whatever might flip your boat. Probably not going to do a lot of partying and everything because we got to get up pretty much early every day. First day, we got the breakfast that they're going to have.
That's where we saw, was it Michael Jordan?
Yeah. Some of that we can't, they won't let us record.
Air Jordan.
Because he did like a power talk.
Maybe it was Will Chamberlain.
No, it wasn't Will Chamberlain. It was Michael Jordan, I
No,
think it
because
was.
he's the one that signed the Air, or was that the Air Ones? Did they have Michael Jordan shoes too?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a really good speech.
But they ended up telling us you couldn't film any of it because it's what he goes out and is paid to do this little presentation that he says. So, which is fine.
Motivational speaker.
Yeah, which is fine. It is what it is. So,
We've done into the video.
what, we ended the video? Yeah, we did. Just giving them some last minute follow up and let them know what's going on. Just want to let you know all that excitement. Here, we'll play the music again. Whoops, I turned it off. Here we go. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear it. And she can do it right this time. There you go. Talk. Tell them thank you.
Thanks again for hanging out with us today. We love you guys and appreciate you hanging out with us. So we'll see you on the next video.
She can't hear the music.
No, I can't. Bye.
See y'all later.